Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of this replay between Frequency and Tarson here on Steps of War. Frequency really wants to try to press in at this stage in the game, but with this very heavily walled off position, Tarson will be able to fend off this attack. And now that Tarson also is getting a couple of Banshees, those Banshees also getting that tech lab in order to get Cloak, should be able to push back. We do have the hatchery now upgrading to tier 2, but we only have one single queen trying to spawn larvae on 2 of these buildings. The Frequency using that very well, also getting an evolution chamber. He must have been able to spot, this Overlord was able to come in and able to spot that starport with that tech lab, meaning that Banshees are in fact on the way. Banshees now coming in. However, will it be up in time? Only a single queen really needs 2 queens, and that second queen now being produced. How is this really going to work as those Banshees perhaps going to come in? That queen trying to pull back, and now that one queen trying to take down that single Banshee, going after the first queen that has the full energy. So in order using that queen that has the full energy, down it goes very quickly. By focusing down the queen that has the full energy, it ensures that he's unable to get a transfusion off. Spore Crawler now up and able to push back that Banshee. However, 2 queens quickly taken down, and that is going to hurt the production of Frequency. He's not going to be able to produce those Hydralisks or those units nearly as well. A couple Banshees in the middle of the field, going to come across a couple of Zerglings, quickly get taken down. Banshee now going after some of those roaches as well. Those Banshees able to just really dish out that damage and just come back. So now 3 Banshees moving around the map. Do we have any Hydralisks? Yes, we do have 2 Hydralisks currently in play, and more Hydralisks being produced, trying to get that Groove Spine upgrade from that Hydralisk. However, those Banshees now focusing down that Hydralisk, and no transfusion is going to make it very difficult. Hydralisk now coming in, trying to focus down that Banshee, and Banshee now taking a couple of hits, but however that Banshee was able to take down that last Hydralisk, or that Hydralisk then. So the Hydralisk only has 4 Hydralisks at this stage, producing 2 more, so we'll have a total of 6 Hydralisks in order to fend off this potent Banshee army. Perhaps Tarson will try to repair some of his Banshees, as one of those Banshees very low on hit points, down to 8 hit points. SCV should be nearby just to repair it up. Yep, 3 SCVs going to go ahead and repair that Banshee and get it back up into operation. Frequency still does not have a queen yet, and without a queen is going to have a hard time just trying to produce more and more units. Frequency is only sitting on 20 harvesters compared to Tarson's 29. And now that Tarson has his natural expansion and has 2 orbital commands, should be able to mine out his natural expansion fairly early, as we already have 3 mules currently mining. Each Banshee getting a couple of kills. Marauders and Medevacs gonna go ahead and try to hold that natural expansion. Hydralisk, however, quickly coming over, wanting to get a couple of hits on those Banshees. Banshees, however, pulling back as that Overseer now in the air, offering sight for those Hydralisks in order to shoot down those units. That Banshee the Banshee trying to take down this hatchery, but unable to really get close and within range. Army-wise, Frequency sitting on 1675 versus Tarson's 2500. Zerglings throughout the map trying to offer plenty of sight, but that Banshee will be able to take down one of those scouting Zerglings. Overlord sitting over here in order to offer sight towards this natural expansion, this high yield location, and also another Overlord here offering sight to this natural expansion as well, making sure that Tarson's only sitting on a single base. Tarson now continuing to just macro up a very large army, 2800 mineral army versus 1850, and an income that has 9 additional harvesters plus those mules. Banshee is still trying to do some scouting. Changeling now coming into position, perhaps to try to get some sight. Will Tarson see this Changeling coming into the base? Single Marine just sitting in there. Oh, there's 2 Changelings sitting in there. So able to offer sight within the base, perhaps we'll be able to do something as they move on out. Hydralisk now trying to take down these destructible rocks as these Banshees now moving off into the position. Single Queen now pulling away. no burrow on that queen is going to make it very difficult for that queen to stay alive. Hydralisk now coming in, able to get down one of those Banshees fairly easily, as those Hydralisks have a very, very high rate of attack. It looks as though another changeling was taken down earlier, and more units just once again on the move. We have, what, 3 siege tanks, a couple Hellions, and what, 3 or 4 Hellions, more than a dozen Marines, almost 2 dozen Marines. Once again, doing a little bit of engagement. Hydralisk almost able to take down one of those units, and now Marines and Marauders with the scanner sweep, and now here comes this fight. Seeing a nice point defense drone in the air, intercepting a lot of the damage coming in from those Roaches and those Hydralisks, those Banshees. Those Banshees able to stay alive due to the point defense drone and the Hydralisk intercepting that attack. And now with the Marines and the Marauders just will be able to run through Frequency's base, dropping another point defense drone. That defense drone the point defense drone does not intercept the attack of, but it effective against Marauders, Vikings, Banshees, Battlecruiser Stores, Missile Turrets, Stalkers, Phoenixes, Photon Cannons, Queens, Mutalisks, Corruptors, Hydralisks, and Spore Crawlers. Okay, so the point defense drone does not intercept the attack of a Marine or a Roach. That's just important to note. Anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I hope you guys enjoyed this 1v1 replay between Tarson and Frequency here on Steps of War.